welcome to another episode of Off the Air with Albie There. My name is Albie, your host, and today we not only have one special guest, but we have two, and it brings me much joy to please give a warm welcome to Mr. Jake and Chelsea Tedesco.
Thanks, Albie.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How about you?
Chelsea, how you doing, honey? Looking good as always. I'm so glad to see you guys on our show today. This is great.
Thanks for having us.
Nevertheless, I just wanted to kind of pick the location of the Greenbelt today. Some of the topics I want to ask you guys today, I don't know if you knew, but City Hall just passed an ordinance 4-1 where they're going to actually pave a bike path along this walking structure that we see on before and behind us. Did you guys know that?
I had not heard that yet. No, that's news to me.
Yeah, so it's news, and it looks like they're going to try and make it, I guess, handicap accessible, and for those that maybe want to ride their bike on the roller skates. And what's your guys' take on that? Do you think that's a good idea for something like historical as this?
I think you should put the train tracks back in.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it.
Just about a year ago, I believe you were riding on the electrical boxes. I think there was a campaign for a few local artists.
Yep.
And you had done one just up the road from here.
Yeah, right across from Hermosa Valley School.
Right.
The one with the weird giant bird that stares at you when you drive by.
I loved it. Let's talk about that. What made you want to go with that concept for that special location?
Well, I was fortunate. I got to work with Danny Nez from M1SK and
Sure.
Pacific Stranded, and he was part of the leadership group here in Hermosa Beach. And they were looking for local artists, and I've known Dan for a little while, and he asked me to take on one of the boxes. They actually had themes.
Obviously, both involved in the community. I know you like to do a few art. You do the art walk in Manhattan Beach.
Yep.
You've been known to do some of the few art shows here and there.
Yeah.
You two were very big advocates for the Pier Aid, which, as you say, Chelsea, punkers save the pier.
Punks save the pier.
I think you guys make a great team. Now, congratulations. I know you guys been together for 8 years. Happy
8 short
anniversaries.
years.
Happy.
Thank you.
Been an easy, smooth, rough? How would you guys say the ride's been so far? It's an incline, huh?
Well, when you're
There's a few.
you say when you're passionate about things, there's passion involved.
I think that's fair.
Get that from the love test.
I want to talk about Narwood as well. Narwood is a project that you can see around our table today. Some of the crafts that Jake and Chelsea have done. You guys have had some of these displayed online, but you guys also do them at the Hermosa Fair as well?
Yeah, we had some at the Manhattan Beach Art Walk, and then Chelsea's involved with a women's art show at St. Rock. That'll be coming up
Thursday.
That's the Women's of Art, is that right?
It's all up in the art.
All right.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to maybe go through it from the start to finish with one of your projects on Narwood?
Depends. I mean, our standard
like,
finger
yeah.
here is probably about maybe 4 hours.
Is this your hot commodity area? That's the number one seller right there then?
Well, we look at that more as a public service announcement.
Now, Jake, I got a question for you. You have a passion for painting. And my question was, when did you know as a young man that you had this talent for drawing, and what age did you know that you had something special?
Well, I don't know that I ever thought I had anything special, but I was fortunate to grow up with a mother who was an artist and art instructor. And while I never really took any classes, I was always around. I always had the materials, always had stuff available to me. And I always did stuff, through school newspapers, junk like that.
Cool.
A bunch of little band things, but I never thought you could make any money doing it. So I ended up in finance for a long time, and after wanting to shoot myself for many years sitting in a cubicle.
That wasn't for you, huh?
That was it. So, okay, and Chelsea's been very understanding. She's been supportive. It's hard trying to get started in an obscure industry like that.
I agree. I totally agree in that.
So luckily we worked together good on that, and she's put up with me. I try to put up with her too. So we're doing pretty good.
Did you get to pick your location, or was this randomly
No,
selected?
it was assigned by the leadership group, but I think they
Okay.
did a great job. I think there was, eight boxes in total, something like that.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you from start to finish on something like that?
Well, I just had to work on the drawing. Actually, we went through probably more concepts than actual artwork. But once we had figured out a concept, the biggest problem was laying it out on a template.
Sure.
I still do everything by hand. I don't do the computer stuff.
Let's go on mediums. You're an artist of many choices of mediums. Do you have a favorite that you like to partake in if it's not just paint?
I really do enjoy watercolors and pen and ink, but I was just, like I said, I'm also an art instructor, and my mother was an art instructor. I've been fortunate to have access to just about everything, and I have to teach everything, so
Right.
I like to play with lots of different stuff, and that makes it fun. When I get bored with something, I can move on. Actually, the woodwork, I still don't even know exactly how that started. I think we're trying to make a sign
It's
for...
like a wood whale.
That's where it started
Yeah,
from?
and
We're
it
just gonna make these.
it wasn't even for us. I think it was for her.
No, we made one, and then our neighbor wanted one.
Yeah.
And then it just spun off from there.
And then
you
it
guys
just
kind of had something, huh?
became fun, and we've been
I
doing it
love
ever
it.
since.
I love it.
So.
Now, obviously, being a couple here in the South Bay area and the Mecca of Los Angeles, I see very vibrant and light and cartoonic images that are fun. Is that how you kind of portray yourself in that sense as well?
Well, I don't, I like the whole concept of art as being something that I don't know, adds to things. I like to try and tell stories with my pictures.
Yes.
I like to have people relate to them. And, the darkness and all that stuff's great if you're an emo kid and you're depressed. But realistically, I think for the most part, people would rather see something that's a little bit entertaining, and I think humor is a good way to go.
I would think so, especially lately, because lately people got it mixed up that the darker the image, the more sentimental and the more value it has. And I think that your work has weight, it has worth, and I'm just a big fan
Well, thank
of
you.
both of you as well. Now, Chelsea, let me ask you that. Going on that, being a couple that's related to an artist, you being an artist yourself, is art glamorous or is it a daily hustle?
We try to make it fun.
As long as it's fun, then,
Yeah,
huh?
it's fun, and then it's sarcastic, of course.
I love that
And
saying.
sarcastic and sincere.
Sincere and honest. I like that. I always had the saying, if it's not FUN, then I'm not in.
I like that.
And that's kind of something that we go off right there. I love where we're going with this. Now, are you guys hip to maybe having some fun with us and playing a game today?
I'm down.
Are you guys into it? I love it because I know how hard it is to have a marriage, first of all. You guys are doing great success in it. And as you said, it's a roller coaster of many ups and downs. This game that we're going to play today is called Russian Egg Roulette. And what it consists of is a fun game that you two are going to sit side by side each other, face to face. And one by one, you will selectively pick one of a dozen raw eggs, that 8 are hard boiled and 4 are raw. Are you guys up to that? This is great. Off camera, decide who's going to go first through paper, rock, scissors, and Chelsea happened to be the one that's going first. So Chelsea, please choose wisely. She grabbed the first one. Okay. Oh no! Oh my God. Dora, give me that trash can over there, buddy. And the paper bag.
It's everywhere.
Well, Jake and Chelsea, thank you again for joining us on the show today.
Thanks for having
Today's been great. I appreciate you guys coming out today and joining us here on the Greenbelt. My name is Albie. Thank you again for everyone that tuned in. Be sure to hit the like button and feel free to make a comment. If you guys want to see myself or Chelsea or Jake, you can also find us on Facebook and befriend us. If you are our friends already, feel free to chime in and say hello. With the saying be like I say, find yourself, find your heart, find your art. I'm Albie there, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.